Look at Mara. She always rides shotgun. Meow. Back at the train station. Hi. Oh my goodness. Sticks and stones. Chinoto are never gonna shake me. I like this one because it tastes like bitter herbs. Con solo aromi naturali. Oh yeah, the hot sauce has been missing. Cuba. Wow. Glistening. So pretty in here. Cute. Been in hotels the last few days. Moved into a hostel to change it up. This level is fun. Sky level. Ooh. This is the circuit board level. Yeah. Very cool. Oh, I don't know where I am. Yo. Wow. Out at sea. Classic. Pigeon. Oh my goodness, this is my favorite Goosebumps book. No way. That is so cool. Oh, this is cool. It's like a bunker. Cyber. Good breakfast area. I'm sure it'll be lit in here tomorrow. Ooh. Love all the tentacles. Wow. In most cases, stronger reflections are received from rocks and from objects directly facing sonar. Fishies! Fishies! Beautiful. Wow. Whoa, this is crazy. This just reminded me of a dream that I had. I'm serious. Yes. Wow. Wow, this is crazy. Okay, this is wild. This street literally looks like a dream that I had, and it's bringing back all the memories of the dream. So I'm thinking what I have to do is take my shoes off and put my feet on the ground and connect back to the dream space and figure out what happened there. Different, totally different vibe. Eh? Yeah. So different. Woo. Pigeon. Love all the nets down here. Completely different vibe immediately, and it's crazy how you can go such a short distance anywhere in Europe basically and have a night and day energy. Wow, it's so beautiful. Whoa. We're definitely going in there. Wow. That's amazing. Whoa, that is huge. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Woo! Wow. So I filmed this staircase before, but we're doing it again because it reminds me of Buffy. Reminds me of bar. Fruta e verdura. So this amazing pirate ship is here and I'm really determined to go on it at some point, but I really thought it was gonna leave. But I don't think it's going anywhere. It's like the biggest ship I've ever seen. It's not a $6 it's not a $6 ride. And I was like, dang. We have sorbetto, frutti di bosco e pesche. Peach. This is the best sushi I've ever seen. What is going on there? Grazie. Wow. This is your song. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words. Woo. Wow. How wonderful life is. Pigeon. Oh yeah. Woo. Yeah. I could live in here. This is honestly a good place to just like hang out. Instead of getting food or coffee, just pay €6 to come sit on the pirate ship in the sun. I'm here for it. So pretty. Honestly, I came in here and I was like, I'm expecting some rambunctious stuff to be going on. So I automatically morphed into my pirate outfit. Because I am the rambunctious shit that's going on. Oh yeah. Wouldn't mind walking the plank right about now. The water looks lovely. I'm the rambunctious pirate. That's meant to be captaining the ship and at the helm. Seems I've found me loot. He's in there. Oh, yeah. It's old Hook. Old Hook on his way. Trying to tell them kids to stop playing around. I don't know why there's no one in here. It's awesome. Yow. Okay, we cracked the case. Pirates are after the fake treasure. Peter Pan has the real treasure. And that's why old Hook trying to say, yeah. I don't like this invert Peter Pan story. It's trying to play me. As if Peter Pan doesn't know what the fuck going on. No, but real talk. I'm tired of these motherfucking adults trying to tell people what to fucking do. And they're so boring. So boring. The whole world. I'm like, ain't nobody having fun. That's the whole thing. Have fun, harm none. Right? No. I actually love it here. No, but for real though, when I was young, and especially in the past, I've had kind of like forceful rose-colored glasses, and not in the sense of like, oh, bypass the dark things, of course, or negative things, but you know, people telling you, oh, it can't be this, it can't always be good, and it can't actually, yes it can, you know. And I was always tired of hearing that, and I think from when I was young, I always felt like there's something wrong with this world. To put it lightly, not in the sense of, oh, there's something wrong, everything is perfect, but you know what I mean. And that gave me what I call a defiantly positive outlook. And again, it doesn't mean to bypass, it means to say, hey, I believe that we can make things beautiful, and I believe we can enjoy things, and there's a better way to do things, and you know, there's something ain't right here, you know. And yeah, just reflecting on the pirate's booty, you know. That's the thing. I feel like in the world, it's just like we walking around in a daze, like not experiencing things. And of course, that's what it is to be present and to be living in truth. And that comes with all the parts of the journey and both sides of the coin, the painful things and the joyful things, and that peace and bliss and joy lives in the middle. And it comes with a lot of pain, you know. Like, I spend days and hours just wringing out the towel, you know, and it goes and it comes through, and that's nature. And we go through our cycles of birth and death moment by moment. But we have to allow the experience to flow through us in order to touch the truth of reality and of living, and be able to share and accept what is and all things and all people through the lens of truth. And truth hurts a lot of the time, but it's worth it, you know. Like, that's why I think that oftentimes I'm, you know, drawn to things that are gritty and aggressive and, you know, kind of messy and loud, because they punching through that density. So anyway, whatever you got to do to keep that flowing, you know, keep that spark of life, and pass the torch on, because everyone wants to live and feel alive and be at home. And we are here. And it's our duty to keep that alive within ourselves for everyone and everything on this planet. Because if we are not it, it does not exist. We are the ones that give it meaning. And there are so many layers of BS that obscure what is the birthright of each and every person on this planet. So enjoy the game, take it easy, but take it. Know thyself, love thy neighbor. You know, the truth never goes out of style, and it never doesn't ring true. Because there's only you. And there's nothing else to do but be that. And embody what you came here to do. In fullness. Moment by moment. Scene by scene, as one of my teachers puts it so beautifully. But, you know, the biggest thing for me, one thing that comes always is judge not lest you be judged, because everyone at their core wants to be loved and to be love and to express themselves fully on this planet and have peace. So even if in our daily life we don't know always how to approach that the best we can, all we can do is ask for guidance and give that space open for grace in order to be able to do it, so that we can hold ourselves, that our authentic sonic signature may allow others to be themselves, you know, and that takes strength and courage and boundaries and all that. But again, that's our journey, and we just keep that space open for spirit to do what it needs to do. And it will, because God made this dream for you. So here's the truth. No, that was too English, or too proper. They think they know what it takes to live a life at sea. They don't know what it's like to swab the deck day in and day out, work for your fishes. Thinking this is where the booth goes, and this is the floor. Ooh, okay, there's actually 2 levels. Maybe the booth goes there, the floor is down there, and then let me know if I had a party here, if you would come. Karaoke DJ extravaganza, 100% raw vegan with a special appearance by Rob Thomas. With special appearances by Rob Thomas, Rob Zombie, and Rob Schneider. And I sat with it for a moment. I was like, okay, let me get that some space. Let me give that some space. That other Peter Pan story. And then I was like, not this time. Not today. Sit with the thing and say, show me what is true. And the truth resonates in the body and in the heart. When we know, ain't nobody dope as me, I'm just a person. Sometimes looks like the real thing. Sometimes it ain't. For if we do not remain true to the call of the wind and the sea, it's the Briggs for you and me, can't you see? That was like Barbosa energy. So this whole time I've been like, where is everyone? And I think we literally just got locked in this pirate ship, which is crazy. Thankfully this actually opened, but I was kind of thinking I was gonna have to climb down a rope. The feeling that went through my body when I thought we were literally locked in the pirate ship, but it is closed. And there's no more staff here. Coragem.
È scomodo, sai, questo zainetto. Se lo stringi bene, grazie. Sì, grazie.
So beautiful. Oh, Albert Einstein, was he living here? Anyway, I just came out of the church and I was just listening to some insights, going up the same thing I was talking about earlier, but the truth is, the truth does not always look pretty and is not often the easy path, but it is what sets you free and everyone free. And so many of us for so long spend years and precious moments, repressing things. And I was watching a thing the other day about, how people sometimes, they get very ill later in life because they've just, repressing a sadness that they didn't know about, you know what I mean? And it all comes out in its own time, but we owe it to ourselves to do the digging. And again, that's why I feel like, drawn always to the loud kind of screaming kind of things and the anarchy kind of things. And I love it reflected in the street art because it's like, hey, we got to get to the bottom of this, I saw a clip of The Chosen too, and this reflected that as well. Look at you in your big house and your big pretty church and everything like that, and everything looks all nice and cool, but all that glitters isn't gold. And I was feeling this block, and anytime there's some sort of blockage, I just say, look, show me what's good. I don't know what's going on. What's going on here? You know what I mean? Show me the truth. And I was led into that church, and I saw this man that had a shirt that said accept the challenge, you know, and the second I ask and leave the space for the answer, it always comes. And it oftentimes leads down a route that presents new challenges, but to be honest, you know, they're always fun. A lot of the times they're fun, sometimes they're not. But yeah, because, you know, we all actually want to work, you know, we want to do our work. We want to explore and play and get to the real treasure. And sometimes it's hard to tell what the real treasure is, you know, and we got to use our discernment and tune in and refine. And we chiseling out the beautiful diamond within all of the dirt and rock, you know. And I always say, when people's telling me, oh, I'm trying this, I'm trying so hard, I'm doing this, half the time I'm like, sounds to me like you're barking up the wrong tree, you know. Know when you're barking up the wrong tree and course correct as needed, you know, every day. Tune in, check in. And it's easy to get frustrated, you know, sometimes with things and people. And I know I do sometimes, you know, but how do we take that frustration and use it in a way that is constructive and working toward the unanimous goal of truth and love, because that is what will see through whatever it is, you know, not blaming or anything like that. And it requires a lot of compassion, and sometimes I get frustrated and fired up, like, because, you know, you just want to help. Things are well intended. I just say, hey, show me, grant me more clarity or more strength in this, that I can be of service in the way that is useful and the way that is required, and not maybe the way that I want it to be, you know. Just tell me what to do here. How can I bring more peace and more love to this, so that it benefits all people and all beings. And of course, that's why music and art are so powerful, because we are allowed then to transmute and transform that energy and send it back, flip the script, and create something beautiful out of it. And maybe it doesn't seem beautiful, you know, maybe it's a piece of music or art that is, you know, pretty intense, but again, we're looking for truth here. We're not looking for a shiny finish. And when that comes through, you know it, you know, it's like the floodgates open and you can breathe again. And of course, above all, we enjoy the ride. Find out what's inside. Wow. This is the place. Beautiful spices. You can imagine it smells wonderful in here. Wow. Beautiful. I think this is called for some fresh ginger turmeric tea later. Wow. There you go. I threw one piece of bread and wait for one guy to come. So, wow, before all the other guys catch on. Lucky. Ah! Here they come. Yeah! Bird party, come over here. There you go. Yeah. Ah, so sweet. So sweet. Ah. Your feathers are getting my lemonade. Ah. Oh. Hi guys. Discernment of what we see and through the subtleties is a skill we hone through experience alone. Whew. Wow. I think so far everything is so different, but I'm loving Genova because of how diverse it is and how multicultural it is. All different types of food everywhere, people from everywhere. And yeah, you really feel the vibe of like, you know, people just want to live well and do their thing, you know. And yeah, I don't think I shared this yet. I was probably going to share it actually in a little bit, but you know, it's just a prayer for the children, and not only the children that are small, but the children within everyone living on the planet, you know. And this is really what it's all about. And this came out one day, and it just is, may all the children know that they are loved. May all the children know that they are safe. May all the children know that they are loved. May all the children know that they are safe. The small children and this one. Because nobody harms anyone from the knowing of self. And everyone everywhere only wants to be loved and to give it. The wonder is that I actually know where I am and know where that alleyway was coming out. I'm grateful to have quite a good sense of direction, because sometimes, you know, I'm not trying to walk up dead ends and things in little alleys by myself. But anyway, I was gonna say, that's all great, but that's why we don't get to our dessert until we have our dinner. And we live in a dense realm, in case you didn't notice. One moment at a time. And you know when that flow starts flowing. Like a breath of fresh air. This fan just found me in a basket. Free. It's Italiano. I'll translate it. Oh. Bismillah. God, I am.